Good morning to everyone. I am Dr. Sumi MS. The name of the course is C Programming and Data Structures, and today's lecture topic is Abstract Data Types from Unit 3 Linear Data Structures. On completion, the students will be able to understand about abstract data types and also state the different operations that are performed on list data structure. Abstract data types. Abstract data types are entities that are definitions of data and operations, but they do not have implementation details. That is, it is a special kind of data type where behavior is defined by a set of values and a set of operations. In this case, we know that the data that are stored and the operations that can be performed on that data, but we don't know what implementation details they do have. The reason for not having implementation details is that every programming language has a different implementation strategy. For example, in the case of C, the data structure is implemented using structures, whereas in the case of C++, data structure is implemented using objects and classes. Abstract data type model. Abstraction. Abstraction is a technique of hiding the internal details from the user and only showing the necessary details to the user. Encapsulation. It is a technique of combining the data and the member function in a single unit. There are two types of models in abstract data type model, that is the public function as well as the private function. The ADT model also contains the data structures that we are using in a program. So array is a data structure where the elements are stored in a contiguous location. That is, we shall see an example where the memory address of the first element in an array be 1000 and second element is 1004, third element is 1008 and the fourth one is 1012. Since it is of integer type, each element will be occupying 4 bytes and the difference between the addresses of each element is 4 bytes. These values, index positions as well as the memory addresses are called implementations. The abstract or logical view of the integer array can be stated as it stores a set of elements of integer data type, it reads the elements by its position, that is index, and it modifies the elements by index. It also performs sorting of the elements present in the array. List ADT. The list can be defined as an abstract data type in which the elements are stored in an ordered manner for easier as well as efficient retrieval of the elements. List data structures allows repetition. That means the data or a single piece of data can be stored more than once in the list. It is similar to array, but the difference between the array and the list data structure is that array stores only data of same data type or homogeneous data, whereas in the list, in certain cases, it can store heterogeneous data or items belonging to different data types. The list can also be called as dynamic size arrays, which means their size can be increased while we are adding new items to the list, and here we need to predefine a static size for the list. For example, info is a list in which 3 elements are stored. One is an integer 20, then we have Sam, which is a string, and 75.6 is a float. So all the 3 are of different data types. Here indexing starts from 0, which means the element 1, 20 is on index 0 and the element 2, Sam, is on index 1 and it goes on. And we can add more data to these defined list objects and they get appended at the end of the list. Operations performed on list data structure. Certain operations that are carried out on list data structures are add or insert operation, replace or reassign operation, delete or remove operation, find or lookup or search operation. Add or insert operation. Here a new item or a new data type, a new data of any data type can be added into the list data structure. Replace or reassign operation. Here the already existing value in the list can be changed or modified. That is, a new item or a new data can be added at a particular index which already has an existing value by modifying it. Delete or remove operation. The already present element is deleted or removed from the dictionary associative array object. Find or lookup or search operation. The elements that are stored in the list data structure can be searched to find a particular element. Quiz questions on abstract data types. What do you mean by abstraction? Give a note on the operations that are performed on a list data structure. Thank you.